Wisdom makes her appeal, and it's the perfect time to be transformed. I'm Mike Morrison with 2 minutes of insight and inspiration. Welcome to 2 Minute Transformation. From the top of the hill at the crossroads, the entrance of the city, wisdom speaks, and Solomon provides us the transcript. For those who think wisdom and knowledge are elusive, think again. Wisdom stands boldly and declares, if we seek, we'll find, a promise that is echoed by Jesus in the Gospels. To what value does she attribute unto herself? She says she is to be valued more than great riches, and that apart from her one can never find true wealth. And where does such a bountiful prize come from, and where can it be found? She says the Lord possessed her at the beginning of His way. She was there before the foundations of the universe, watched and participated in the creation of all things, and with that we discover wisdom is to be found only in God and embodied in the character and person of Jesus Christ. And so we are majestically and formally introduced to wisdom in Proverbs chapter 8. I was sharing the gospel with a man a few years ago who was lying near death, dying of lung cancer. Hard living and bad choices had caught up to him, and he was at first thoroughly convinced that God wanted nothing to do with him and that he had just gone too far for God. After some convincing that God still had an interest in him, he posed the question, so what's in it for me? I know it's difficult to believe, but this man had lived so far out on the fringe, he knew very little of heaven or hell or what the cross was about. Wisdom answers his question in verse 34 and 35 of Proverbs 8. The NLT reads, Joyful are those who listen to me, watching for me daily at my gates, waiting for me outside my home. For whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. He passed from this life a few weeks later, but where he once lay hopeless and fearful of death, he had joy for life. Wisdom is found wherever the Lord is, and when we find it, we find life and favor with God, and not even death can take it from you. Now that you've been introduced, shake hands and be transformed.